Today, we are going to fit the CrossPro upper crash bar compatible with the original skid plate of this bike. Start by installing our stainless steel bracket, fixing it to these two frame points with M6 threads, using two M6 12 bolts. For this, we will use a 4mm Allen key. Next, we place two M6 clip nuts and loosen these two bolts on the side of the bike using a 13mm socket wrench to later secure our crash bar. Now we insert an M10 1.570 bolt at the bottom of the crash bar, together with a 2011-25 spacer. We adjust both bolts using an 8mm Allen key. We now move on to the right-hand side of the bike, where we start by loosening this bolt with a 13mm socket wrench. Next, we remove the bolt that holds the original protection, using a T50 Torx key. The spacer from this bolt will be replaced with our 18-11-13 spacer. And care must be taken with the rubber washer so it remains in place. Now we fit the right upper crash bar using an M10 1.560 bolt in the mounting point shared with the original skid plate. We tighten it slightly using a 10mm Allen key. At the back, we use an M10 1.570 bolt, and again tighten it slightly with the same key. The next step is to insert two M6 16 bolts, which will connect the two halves of our crash bar. To make this easier, it may be necessary to slightly loosen the bolts that fix the crash bar to the side of the bike. Once the two halves are joined, we insert two more M6 16 bolts to secure them to the clip nuts that were previously installed on our bracket. Now, using a torque wrench, we tighten all the bolts to the correct torque. We start with the M6 16 bolts on the union, which must be tightened to 8.7 Nm. Next, we tighten the bolts that secure the crash bar to the side of the bike to 42 Nm. Before moving to the left-hand side of the bike, we can also tighten the last bolt on the right-hand side using the torque wrench to 8.7 Nm. Now, on the left-hand side, we tighten the bolts that fix to the side of the bike to 42 Nm. And the front bolt to 8.7 Nm. And finally, using a 10mm socket wrench, we also tighten the last bracket. And the installation of the upper crash bar is now complete.